We're saying $166,000 initial face value of the note. All right. So now we got that, and then we wrapped it at 8.5% for 30 years. If anybody knows how to use a financial calculator, and you run the minimum payment, so now these people's minimum is $3,000 a month. This is normal for this part of Ellis County. 322, 30 years, 8.5%. Run it on a calculator. You'll see what it's over the lifespan of the minimum. Will make $600 and something thousand interest and almost $1 million across the house. This is why banks do what they do. And so the 10-year-old note was at 5%. So lower rate, lower amount when he bought it, 200 and something, 30 years. Now we're already only got 20 years left in this note. So we're out of the interest bearing period because most of the interest, if you understand mortgages, is within the first 7 years. And then most people sell or refinance within 7 years. So they're all front loaded, so the lender makes all the money and the homeowner loses. Or the financer loses unless it's making them money. Once you guys get into business, you'll understand what it is. So now we're out 10 years, we only have 20 years left on 5%, so we're just flattening down the principal balance. They have a brand new note, we're making $10.50 a month, 166 value. So because we're at a higher amount, higher interest rate, newer, this value actually goes up comparative to the underlying balance. So this balance is going down, so technically we are gaining money over time, which is why interest and differences is called a wrap. And if anybody needs a box, like what I had to learn this by, we took 160 first. This is called your first position. Mortgages are in order of time filed. I forget the technical term of it, but it's a superiority thing. So then the replica is a box. First position, 160, 5%, 20 year. Okay? And this is called a wrap because we made the new mortgage 322 at 8.5%, 30 year. And we wrapped it around. So if you look at the records of these properties, this will be first position, and then this one's called a wraparound mortgage. Okay? And then the deed of trust is the legal mortgage document that gets filed with the deed. Oh man, I could educate you guys on so much shit. The mortgage document will say, it will recall the first position mortgage. This mortgage is in addition to these previous mortgages filed on the property. And so this is literally how sub 2, creative finance, whatever you want to call it, works. Because if you go back, we did a sub 2 and a wrap, and we didn't hardly use any of our own money. Now if you're like, I don't have $8,000 to $12,000, credit partner. Because if you're making a banger deal, just give up a little bit. Everybody's gonna be happy to be in on this deal. So now we're like 4 years into this note, we're just waiting on them to either give it back or refi. Okay, so we did a sub 2 because the guy was done. He was handing us the keys before we signed the contract on this. The guy's done, through a cold call lead, because he's driving for dollars basically. And
hey guys, quick break. Let me tell you about Maximilian Deer. If you've ever wondered how people actually make money wholesaling real estate, not the gurus selling courses, the people closing deals. Max is the guy. He goes by the Wholesale Pirate, bought his first house at 18, did over $1 million in assignments, and now runs Wholesalers, the biggest free wholesaling community out there. Go subscribe to him on YouTube, Maximilian Deer. He breaks down real deals, real numbers, no fluff. And while you're at it, grab some gear at shop.wholesalers.com. Rep the crew, support the community, and yeah, I get a cut of every sale, so you're throwing a little love my way too. Win-win. Links in the description. Now back to the video.
we did a seller finance. So this was no bank, put a sign in the yard. They call us, meet up with them, vet everything. We go to the office, exchange the money, sign the deed, sign the mortgage, file the documents. They move in right then. I'm really shortening this, but this is a huge emotional aspect for a lot of people. I mean, they handed us a check for $25,000. It's going to be a bit of a train wreck getting through this.
But you just have to be professional and don't be a salesman to them. Talk like you know what you're doing when you're selling these properties, but don't sell them. If they're uncomfortable and you pressure, like you're doing solar sales or car sales, you're a dick. I'm gonna keep that. Okay? So now we sit here, make $10.50 a month. The property taxes move, we move the property taxes because that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to keep the escrow money. So our principal's fixed, this principal's fixed, everything stays the same. Okay? All right, that's the video. If you made it this far, you're already my favorite kind of viewer. Do me one solid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with somebody who needs to see it. That's how this channel grows, and that's how I keep making these. Catch you in the next one.